This is 46 months on HRT, and yeah, they're still having a little bit of changes. It's just mostly my breasts. I said this before, because I'm not expecting this to be for you or not, but this is my personal experience with it. How I pray to God, unless things right or wrong for you, but for me, I recently prayed to God. Not last night, but the night before, and the answers I got, because I do that, like, pray to God a lot about my breasts, so they don't end up going down in size and whatnot. But all I can say is, like, the answers I got were about how they're going to be growing and whatnot, and I'm not expecting you to, like, believe me or think I'm crazy or anything, but this is what happened. And it's like, the answer I got was like, they're gonna be hurting a lot lately. They're going to be itching. They're gonna get fuller. And they will get a cup size bigger, but they're still gonna be on the small side. I'll fit in, be able to fit in a D, double D, in between, something like that. But that's what physically actually is happening since then. My breasts have gone fuller. I'm still currently wearing C cups because I haven't had a chance to go and, like, try on some 32Ds to see how it's fitting and whatnot. So even though I'm still measuring a 32D last time I measured, so that's still good. So I need to find some D cups, like 32Ds that are on the smaller end. Like, the cups are smaller, like even like a balconette that's in a smaller, D, not one that's larger, but one that's smaller. If I could find that, that would help out a lot. Like, if I can find a balconette in different styles, like push up, non-push up, like strapless, like one actually convertible ones, like this bra, this, that's my blue striped one. It's not balconette, it's like, it's a demi bra, so it doesn't fit me as well. I know balconette would fit me as well, or if it's a junior's bra in my size, I know that would fit me better if I get the right brand, because I know the wrong brand doesn't fit, because, like, I think it's not No Boundaries, I think it's either that one or it's Faded Glory or something. It's No Boundaries, I think, is what the brand was. Don't get that brand, because I noticed the back band isn't the way it's supposed to be, and the cups are bigger than what it's supposed to be measured. Yeah, so back bands are usually, like, stretched out like this, actually about like that much more than what they're supposed to, so it doesn't fit. So don't go for that brand, but that's just my suggestion, especially at Walmart. If you ever see it or find it, just, you can't get on their websites. You can get it in stores, but don't do it. don't. But other than that, this is what my breasts look like as of today. I last measured. My band size is still 32, and my bust is 36 still. Yay! D cup. So that's what they look like from the side with this shirt on. But it's easier to show what they look like if I go like this. I can see that a lot better. Yeah, that's a 32D for you. We're in a like 32D cup, wearing a 32C. Yeah, my breasts are a 32D, which is I'm wearing a 32C, so that's what it looks like. They do look better if I wear the right cup size. I know that for sure. But the only thing that was close enough I was able to try on was the 34B, which is the same circumference as a 32D. So that's if you do the measuring I mentioned in my videos, my recent videos. So yeah, even though some say that a 32C is the same circumference as a 34D, that's not true, because you have to think about the inches above the band size, because the 32D is 36 inches and the 34B is 36 inches. See, 34, 35, 36, AB. See? And 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, A, B, C, D. 4 inches. See, it's still same inches. So, yeah, that's how it works. When we're perfectly straight from here to the back, has to be perfectly straight up and down, and that on me ends up 32. So then you go from the bust here perfectly straight. That means it'll be up about from here all the way around. It has to be perfectly straight, not on angles and not like that. Is how the most recent thing I learned how to measure for clothing. Go from the bust here all the way around. It has to be perfectly straight, so it's like up here higher towards the shoulder blades, but where the bust is, be right about here, so it goes across, up higher, not down under the shoulder blades. So yeah, that's how I recently learned how to measure for clothing, how they measure when they're making clothing and whatnot, to get the most accurate measurement. So yeah, so that makes me 32D, which is they still look small because cup size relevant to band size. That means my chest, my rib cage, it's based on that too, and the shape of them. Just sometimes I wish the shape would be more towards where it can have some cleavage or whatnot, but sometimes I want them closer together to get that little bit of cleavage, and other times it's like, no, I don't want them that way. I just like them the way they are. I just need them to be fuller and a cup size bigger. Yeah, a double D be 37 inches like I mentioned in my one video. I was saying 37 and a half, like just 37 inches would be perfect. Yeah. And another thing is, if you look at my breasts first, in a shirt, like this shirt is, what do they call it? Because this one has like the straps and everything on it that are detachable. So it's a tube top is what it's listed as when I got it off band merch website. They have an Essence shirt. And these straps are removable. And you can see if I put them down, how the top stays on and everything. Yeah. So that's another thing that I like about my breasts. Clothing, the way it fits is a lot better. Since I've become a D cup. So this top doesn't fall off if I wear straps or not. But I wear the straps on. Makes it more modest, but it doesn't matter to me. Yeah. But the thing is, that's what I want to see more of in like the media and like the internet advertisements. I want to see more stuff catered to us girls whose busts are like more spread apart and on the smaller side. We need more role models, like for girls who have smaller breasts and whatnot. More people in the media and advertisements and things on TV, movies, internet. More with emphasizing towards smaller breasts, because there's a ton of us who have on the smaller side. So we need role models to help with those girls who are having those kind of issues with their breasts, because how their shape and size is. That's what I think. But from my experience, there are a lot of people with small busts. So unless they're overweight, then they have much larger breasts. But it's usually from a small to medium, is what I've noticed most people are these days. Instead, like back in the day when they used to be smaller unless you got pregnant, and they would get bigger. But now in today's world, everything's a lot bigger, but there's those few that's still a lot that are on the smaller side. So it's just my opinion on that. Yeah, which is I like the Hot Topic website because they cater to that in the advertisement kind of a way, in the way they show things worn correctly, and how the girls there in those advertisements are, their busts are on the smaller side, and when they're wearing the clothing, it's more their actual correct size and more modest the way they're wearing it. So that's what I like about the Hot Topic website with the girls who are modeling. Yeah. So that's one I can actually suggest you can look at to see what I'm talking about in like the media and advertisements and whatnot, what they need to go towards, what's on the Hot Topic website. Yeah. There are a few that are like plus size, but that's okay. But mostly on their website, the girls are on the smaller side, so yeah. So you can check that out and see and whatnot, the Hot Topic website. And you can understand more of what I was mentioning and whatnot, but yeah. Other than that, I haven't noticed any physical changes, but my leg hair the hair itself is really, really thin. It's not thick anymore or going towards thick. It's super thin, but it hasn't really thinned out much more, but I noticed the hair is really thin and it's much smaller. Yeah. And my scoliosis, I haven't been corset training for a while because I have an appointment. My next appointment's this Saturday to get an ortho examination and x-rays done, because I need to have that done, because insurance I'm trying to get on, that's what they want me to get. So I haven't been corset training because of that, because I don't want to mess my back up if it'll make it worse or better, or just don't want to mess with that, even though my back has been causing a little bit more than a little bit of pain from the scoliosis, and whatever the other one was called. They're calling it, because I have been having pain. It's like my neck too, so I don't want to mess with that. Even though my mom said whatever I was doing before, that was making it go better, do that. I'm not doing these kind of things right now because I need to get this done so I can see what's actually been going on with my back, like scoliosis and whatnot. So yeah. Then after that, yes, I'm going to start corset training again, but slow. I'm going to have the corset much looser and start out slower so I can finish seasoning the corset correctly because it's not fully seasoned yet. So yeah. Other than that, not much changes have been going on in my life. My hair is that long. It's one thing I can say. Last I measured, I mentioned in a different video, 21 inches from the back here. Like if I had this tied around it, yeah. From there down is 21 inches. So, and one thing I've been recently doing, I've been writing a book. It's a steampunk book, but it also has issues in the book that deal with the LGBT community. Which is, it's kind of interesting how the book's been going. The main character is based on me and my steampunk outfit, but my steampunk outfit's not completed yet. I just need a few things. It's like the goggles, pendant watch, and a purse that can fit my UV umbrella parasol, and a few other larger items. Other than that, my outfit's complete. But the book is, yeah, the character's based on me and who I actually am in real life. how I'm a trans lesbian and whatnot. But when you're reading the book, you don't really know she's trans or anything at the point I'm writing right now. You don't find out she's trans. I'm already on chapter 3, and I've been writing it for this last week. I think it was since Tuesday, and today's Tuesday, so yeah. And I'm on chapter 3, and it's taken me a little bit to get through the first part of chapter 3 because I want this part, because this part of the book is supposed to be like really dark and scary, and I want to get the feeling just right and perfect. But it's because in the way of the book, the governing laws prohibit like LGBT stuff from going on, like relationships and other things that deal with that. So I haven't got that far into the book yet, but eventually it's going to get to that point where it really deals with the governing part of it. And yeah, and there's like relationships and other things that go on that are forbidden and prohibited because the governing laws and whatnot. But it's set in a steampunk world. So my steampunk outfit, the one with the corset belt and the skirt and everything, that whole outfit, and my necklace and whatnot, all that plays a part in the book. And the bracelet with the key on it, that eventually is going to play a part in the book, but it hasn't yet. And I've recently made a prop from the book. The character she writes in a journal, and it's like when specific things happen, she ends up writing in the journal. Then that way she dates it, and you can find out the exact day it is in the story. So yeah, and this is the prop. the back. There's the front. That's the front. And you can see I've already been writing in it. Then the pages are burnt to make it look more old and everything. And I made this Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. So didn't take a long time to make. It was like an hour or so to make. So yeah. If you're wondering how I bound the pages, it was glue you can get that's like in an aerosol kind of a can. It's called Spray Mount. That's what I used. It's like the brand is like 3M, but it's a spray mount. Mine's the kind, I can't remember the exact details on the kind I have, but it's the kind if you spray lightly, you can stick. Then if it ends up not being placed right, you can carefully peel it and re-stick again a few times. Then it ends up, when it fully dries, it won't come off. But at that first initial, you can re-put it if you need to. And if you put it thicker, if you spray it on thicker, then it gives a stronger bond. So I sprayed it on thick several times. Like the first time I sprayed it on really thick, then tried bounding it. The pages did stick, but didn't quite bind together. So when I sprayed both sides, like of the cover, like the inside where that spine is and the pages, I sprayed a lot thicker, so it stuck this time. But then after it did dry the next day, like it was later on that day, I looked through the pages to see what needs to be re-tacked down. So I did that, and yeah. So that's the prop to my book that I'm writing. So if you end up reading the book, then reading the journal, it lines up with the book. So yeah. And I'm not sure exactly when it's going to be done, so hopefully I can get it done this year. But yeah, so I can share it with the steampunk community and like the LGBT community. So yeah, there's lots of stuff in the book, like werewolves, vampires, see what else is there, the LGBT community, magic, fairies, just like a lot in this book. Relationships, like a part of a love story that's been going on. It's just so interesting. So far, the book's been going really good. So, and I've come up with the idea a while ago. It's like I was thinking of a scene for like a steampunk movie or something. But then, like the first part of the book, the very first part of the book, is what I thought of. Then, yeah, I'm not going to go into much detail about it because I'm not done writing it and whatnot. So yeah, this is the outfit I'm wearing. It's because I felt like wearing this outfit today. Even though my legs aren't shaved, I was like, I don't care. I just really want to wear this outfit. Yeah. So that's what I'm wearing. And I have undershorts on. I just have it pulled up because if I didn't, the undershorts would come down to like that. But I have them pulled up just because it makes it more comfortable and makes it look a little more modest. But I wear the undershorts because one, I'm trans, and two, more modest because how short the shorts are. But even if I wasn't transgender, just born cisgender and everything, I'd still be wearing undershorts under it because it's more modest. And that's how I like things wear that style, but wear it modestly. Doesn't matter what style you wear. I don't care what style, what fashion, but style over fashion is how I've heard it. I go by that. Your style, what works with you, over fashion that's going on. So style over fashion, but wear it modestly, then it works out. Because I end up, you get more respect if you wear modestly than not modestly. Then you get more positive attention, because when I dress the most modest I can, I get lots and lots of compliments on my outfit, and lots of good positive coming from it. So that's why I suggest all you girls do out there, if you're trans or not. Yeah. So yeah. So other than that, nothing has been going on lately. So yeah, until next time, comment, rate, and subscribe. And also wondering if you can help me, because I've been looking for that steampunk purse, where it's like a steampunk purse that can fit an umbrella, parasol in it that's about like this long, folded up, and be able to fit this in it at the same time. That the straps, depending on how you put it, can be worn as a purse or a backpack. That's what I'm trying to find, something like that. So if you can help me find that, that would help complete my outfit and whatnot. Because that's one thing I'm looking for. I'm looking for a pendant watch where it's smaller, instead of like a pocket watch, how it's bigger, but a pendant watch that doesn't take batteries, that's on the small side. And I already kind of figured out the goggles, what I'm gonna get. I'm just debating between which ones. So if you can help me find those items, that would help me out a lot. So yeah. And the links are down there to my blog, the link. So yeah, the last blog I did was on my steampunk jewelry, the most recent stuff, so it's down there. And pretty soon on my other channel, I'm gonna be doing a few videos on, there's like a few steampunk videos. One's gonna be on my book and whatnot. So yeah, in my journal, the prop for the book and whatnot. It's what the video's gonna be on. So yeah. Other than that, that's what it looked like. And yeah, if you can kind of, yeah, well, I noticed while I was going down, you can kind of see that. So yeah. Other than that, I'm just happy. Tons and tons and tons and tons of happy to be myself. So yeah. And what I've noticed, because my breasts got fuller, all this, especially when I fold my arms or just have my arms like this, you can, that part right here on top has been squishing more, especially when I'm sleeping. My breasts come together more, and it's making me happy. And the fact that my face is still this way, even though I'm taking 2 milligrams of estradiol, like estrogen, and 50 milligrams of spironolactone in the morning, and that's all I've been taking. So, and the praying I've been doing to God and whatnot, all that together, this is what my face looks like. So yeah, well, until next time, comment, rate, and subscribe, and check out my blog.